The main fighting takes place in eastern Ukraine. This applies to cities such as Izium, Severodonetsk, and Donetsk. The Ukrainian forces successfully carried out counteroffensives in several sections, including on the Mykolaiv-Zaporozhye line, as well as in the Kharkiv region.
Продовжується боротьба.
The fight for the Kherson region continues. Little by little, we are liberating our land and gradually approaching the point where Russia will have to lay down arms, count all its dead, and move on to diplomacy.
Порахувати всіх своїх.
Yesterday, Russia shelled Kharkiv and Sumy. The Russian assault on Severodonetsk, the second largest city in the Luhansk region, is underway. If the Russians manage to circumnavigate the city, the Mariupol situation may repeat itself there. The situation in Donbass remains extremely difficult. The Russian army is trying to gather overwhelming forces to put more and more pressure on our defenders. For the last few weeks, the Russians conducted only artillery fire on Severodonetsk, organizing airstrikes with difficulty due to the good anti-aircraft defense of the Ukrainian forces. On Friday, the Russians managed to enter the city. Unofficial reports say that some Ukrainians are withdrawing to Lysychanska, adjacent to Severodonetsk, which is separated by the Donets River. Together with these Kadyrovtsi, the criminal Chechen troops, they are moving deeper into the city center. At the moment, it is difficult to say how large of a region Russians control. Russian sources, bloggers, say as much as 30% of the region. They are mainly located in the northern and eastern parts of Severodonetsk. The defeat of the first Russian offensive gave the Russians a lesson that they now want to do by maneuvering their troops and focusing them on selected sections. Their current goal is to achieve full control over the Luhansk and Donetsk oblasts. One should not expect spectacular successes from the troops of the Russian Federation. This is evidenced by the fact that the captured areas are greatly expanded in terms of fortifications. Since the beginning of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Russia has lost around 30,500 soldiers, over 1,350 tanks, nearly 650 artillery sets, and 120 cruise missiles. Families of prisoners of war from Mariupol appeal to the Russians to treat the defenders of the Azovstal plants in accordance with the Geneva Conventions. Almost 2,500 Ukrainians were imprisoned in Russia, including several dozen seriously wounded. We were asked to remain silent. So as not to worsen the situation, the story of the heroes of Azovstal is not over. They need support. They have to be brought home. Yesterday, U.S. President Joe Biden announced that the states would not provide Ukraine with long-range missiles, but that the M270 MLRS missile artillery system is still being considered.
We're not going to send to Ukraine rocket systems that can strike into Russia.
Dr. Jacek Raubo from the Defense 24 portal negatively assesses Washington's decision. In my opinion, long-range missile systems are not a threat to escalation because Ukraine has got us used to the fact that it uses weapon systems very appropriately in the course of its operations. The Polish press agency reported that on Monday, the French journalist Frédéric Leclerc-Imhoff died in the Luhansk region while driving in a van donated from a Polish organization from Gloucestershire. A 32-year-old journalist reported on the evacuation of civilians near Severodonetsk.